Brian Jacks, a 7th Dan and one of the world's foremost exponents of judo, says in his introduction to the game that the real thing requires hard work, dedication and courage, which are essential if you are to master all the combat techniques. And for a game that sounds more like a violent sneeze, Uchi Mata can certainly be frustratingly hard to get to grips with. You see, Uchimata is a genuine simulation, comprehensively researched and endorsed by aforementioned Brian Jacks, a guy who could have literally kicked all of our asses without a second thought. You've got two combatants set in a pseudo 3D arena, performing various manoeuvres on each other and playing for points. Once you start fighting, you'll see the differences in games like Arcade Plus or Way of the Exploding Fist. It's far more tactical for starters, and a good deal more energetic. Instead of bashing the living daylights out of an opponent, judo relies solely on using the strength and weight of an opponent against them. Uchimata offers you the chance to throw either a computer or human-controlled opponent around the screen in a series of bouts, scoring points in much the same way as Brian Jacks would in a live contest. Each bout is played over 2 minutes, and points are scored by successfully throwing the opponent. Why is it called Uchimata anyway? Well, ex-Task Set programmer Andy Walker said that the game was named after the move because Brian Jacks, chief advisor on the project, said it was the one move he really liked to get over on someone. It's the judo equivalent of putting the ball through a goalie's legs after beating 3 defenders. What you do is get a vice-like grip on your opponent's shoulders, twist him round, then swing your leg and hip out and hoist him over your shoulder, depositing him down on the mat with a thud. Uchi Mata, more like. It's like one of those moves we'd do on our mates back in primary school, when it was summertime, and we'd all be out pretending to be WWF wrestlers. Ah, good times. Anyway, the key to this game is speed. To execute any of the moves, you first have to strike and secure a grip on your opponent. This is done by pressing the fire button as you move. When the button is depressed, a bar chart will appear in the top of the screen, in either red or white, to represent each player. The length of this indicates the quality of the grip. The secret is to execute your move in the short time that the barometer is showing, as once this disappears, you have lost your grip and can do nothing. You can also see your stamina bar here too, which is another crucial strength for your judo character. Most interesting of all the displays is the foot layout window. This shows you the correct positioning of the feet for each move. Getting the feet right is very important in judo, and is also the screen where the referee appears to give the results and penalise players who make illegal moves. One of these illegal moves can lead to outright disqualification. It is a particularly nasty one in which you dig your opponent in the shoulders and push him over backwards. Trouble is, it's so easy to do, you just can't resist using it from time to time, especially if you are taking a bit of a beating. Once a throw has been performed, the referee appears in the top right hand corner of the screen with his hand outstretched to indicate how many points have been awarded for the throw. Either 3, 5, 7 or 10 points are given, depending on how your opponent lands. If you manage to perform a perfect throw and your opponent lands flat on his back, then a full 10 points are awarded and the bout is over. Otherwise, the player with the most points is declared the winner when the time limit expires. At first, Uchimata seems confusing and unplayable. It's not until you thoroughly read the instructions and begin to use a couple of simple moves that you get into the swing of things. Then, you can really appreciate the game. This isn't a straightforward beat-em-up. There's a lot more to it than simply pressing the fire button and moving the joystick in one direction. In fact, just looking at this manual, you'll quickly discover that this is a game that will definitely take time and persistence. I'll link this in the video description for those of you who want to give it a good go. You'll certainly need to read the instructions to figure this game out. Randomly waggling the joystick will only confuse you. When you consider the nature of the grappling art of judo itself, wrestling with the inner and outer circles made perfect sense from a control point of view. A really creative and unusual martial arts game. It shines as a 2-player game, and I'd recommend giving it a go whenever you get the chance. Thanks for watching, guys. What did you think of Uchimata? Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and do be sure to share your thoughts and experiences with this game in the comments section. As always, thanks for your continued support. But if you've just discovered the channel and have come this far, then hit subscribe and follow me on this epic journey down memory lane. Check out the other games on the channel, as it's brimming with potential nostalgic memories that you'll unlock from your time playing these Commodore 64 games. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, bye for now.